This contest is scheduled for one fall with a 90-minute time limit. This is the Raw Impact Unleashed. Please welcome to the sanctuary at this time at a combined weight of 420 pounds. They're your co-hosts for the evening, hailing from Northern California and known worldwide, it's K-Double, Black Lightning, your boy Cole, and White Thunder. They are the perfect storm. Get ready to unleash the Raw Impact.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all around the world, it's your boy Cole and K-Double. Get ready to have some trouble. This is your explicit warning. There may be vulgar violence and language and brief nudity. We don't know, but just in case, we're covering our asses. Alrighty then, enjoy the show.
We live, brother. We live. Live and they're live.
Hey, man, what's it mean when it burns when you hear... I mean, no, man, I don't even want to get into that. What's going on, bro?
Not much, brother. What's going on with you?
Chilling. Watching Zombieland on mute.
Yeah.
It's still a cool movie, whether you got words or not.
That's what closed captions are for, brother. The deaf and people who need to watch shit on mute.
No, man, I just be making up my own words. It's like they just pulled into the hostess truck, and he's like, I could use some ding dongs right now instead of Twinkies, so I can make up my own movie.
It'd be like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, hell yeah! Hey guys, welcome back. We are back again. Yeah, we took a 1 week hiatus, had some sickness, flu, virus running through myself. So we ended up not being able to go on last week. But you got your daily dose of Cole with Planet of Cole, and that was a great episode. Had me laughing my ass off.
See, last Thursday for the Raw Impact Unleashed, I was just on drugs. Don't judge me. Fuck y'all.
Oh man. All right, man. So a lot has happened since the last time. We've had 2 Raws, and one of the biggest returns ever happened.
Money.
Oh.
Shane Max in the house.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, it was one of those. It was another one of those. Okay. Think back to when Taker had been gone for like, I want to say at least like he was gone for at least a year and a half. Like he had pretty much been gone. We hadn't seen him since last year's WrestleMania and had been gone the entire time. And here it is a month before WrestleMania and you don't know he coming and the music hits and that chill goes down your spine. That's that same chill I got last Monday night when I heard the "Here Comes the Money." I was like, I stood up, hands in the air. He's back. He's back. Oh,
dude, you don't even know when Vince McMahon came out with the Legacy Award, right? For some reason in my head, it was just like wrestling fan intuition that Shane O'Mac's coming back. Like I just had that thought popped in and out as quick as it popped in, it popped out of my head, right? And then he introduces Steph, and then I hear the music. I jumped up and started doing a little flip, the jabbing and punching. I was doing the whole thing. I was like, he's back, baby, he's back. But yeah, man, it was awesome.
Oh man, so we got a couple minutes here before we call in our friend of the show, the Meng Man. But man, that was epic. I think the match that was announced, I'm all about it. Because we all know Shane O'Mac will take some of the most crazy bumps, even though Shane O'Mac's pushing close to 50. So I don't know if he's going to be as willing to take the big bump as he used to. But we know Shane took some of the craziest bumps known to wrestling during his younger days with the WWE during the Attitude Era. So definitely that has me positive that Hell in a Cell match against Taker, and especially working with somebody that he's worked with before in Taker, I think they'll be able to put on a hell of a match.
Oh yeah, man, and you know they're working it out right now. Yep. I mean, they're in their own personal ring, arena, whatever, doing the thing, working out the match, working through the match, just to make it perfect, basically. So that's gonna be a good ass thing. Undertaker came back this week, and basically told Vince McMahon almost choked him out, really. Because Vince McMahon crossed the line. But he told Vince McMahon, all of Shane's blood that's getting spilled is going to be on your hands. Yep. So Taker ain't taking no responsibilities for what's going to happen. So that tells me that it's going to be a hell of a match. It's going to be a little bit of a bloody match. Mm-hmm. And they're getting a lot more here now on Raw, which I'm really liking. The past couple of weeks, they've been getting real edgy with the Dean Ambrose, coming out, getting beat down even more by Brock, even though he's supposed to be in the hospital type stuff. Yeah. It's just all the way around, man. The show is getting better. And I think it is due to Shane McMahon coming back. He might have been behind the scenes, for the past couple of months, getting ready, getting ramped up for this. Because you can tell over the past couple of months, it's gotten a little bit more edgy, a little bit more, pushing the line. Not passing the line, but definitely pushing the line.
Yeah, pushing up on it hard. Well, I had this thought process when he did come back, and because of where he came back at during the ceremony for the Vincent K. McMahon Award, they started advertising that about 3 weeks ago on Raw with little snippets. To me, those were the little snippets like, hey, Shane's coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they've had it booked since they started advertising that award. And like you said, the past few weeks, the show's gotten edgier. It's had a little bit more pop and oomph to it. And so I'm looking at it, and yeah, it's a great thing to have Shane O'Mac back in the fold.
Well, let's call Kaka Meng up right quick. El Mero, Kaka Meng, and see what he thinks about Shane coming back.
Yeah. First topic off the top. What do you think? So, let's see.
You ain't got the call button ready, man? The producers I work with, I swear.
Bastard.
With all due respect.
See, hey, people, just so you know for future reference, that's how you know you're about to be insulted. When somebody says with all due respect. That means they are about to insult your ass.
Oh, yeah, brother, yeah.
We got the Meng Man.
The main Meng, the one-man gang, the Omega Meng, the one-man show, the Wrecking Crew, yada, 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 Azúcar Moreno, Rey de los Cielos. He is here live and in color. In Technicolor. El Mero. What's going on, big dog? What's up, man? How you doing? You got that money you owe me, motherfucker? What money? I gave you the envelope. Did you not get the envelope? I'll send Guido. I'm waiting for my PO. Just kidding. Hey, man, what's up? You guys ever seen that movie, The Blues Brothers? The Blues Brothers, yeah.
Oh yeah.
John Belushi. Yeah. They live next to that. Yeah. In the beginning, when they are trying to form the band, they
go up to one of the guys. I forgot who he is, but I think he was the drummer of the band, and he goes, "What's up, Jake, Eli, the Blues Brothers? How you doing, motherfuckers?" And then all of a sudden he looks at John Belushi and goes, "You still got that money on me, motherfucker?" You know, and he's like, "Hey, well, hey, relax," you know. So anyways, boys, what's going on? What's happening? I just finished a massive hour cardio, no BS. This is on shoot mode right now. I'm about to shoot, so watch out, duck and cover. Because the one-man gang is about to say that he just killed a great cardio, and he was thinking about what he's going to talk about tonight on the podcast. I'm waiting. I want to get hit with those hard-hitting Republican, Democratic, GOP kind of questions tonight, if you know what I'm saying. I want the skinny. I want you guys to dig deep. I want you to hit me with everything you got, brothers and sisters, because the one-man gang is feeling himself. You know what I mean? I'm about to fizz without the fizz. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we know what you mean, but you gotta stop talking for us to ask them hard-hitting questions.
Hey, listen, you puke. Listen, you. You're lucky you know where you're at. I know where you live, motherfucker. I put it on my GPS.
and that's why the kids wasn't. Nah, Kaka Meng.
Before you get there. What's up, baby? I love
how much
Impact Unleashed. Woo, Kaka Meng.
How much?
2016.
How much fun did you have at ROH 14th anniversary show?
On the what?
Didn't you go to the ROH show in Vegas, the 14th anniversary?
Yes, brother. Yes, sí, yo fui este fin de semana pasada. I went to the Ring of Honor tapings both nights. It was a lot of fun. There's some stuff I got to, kayfabe from people, but overall it was a great time. I went with some of my Wolfpack homies, some of the Arena Hayward crew, if you will, and it was awesome, man. We had a great night. You know what? You can't. 2 nights, isn't enough. 3 nights isn't enough. Hell, I think a week isn't enough for Vegas, man. To really come back with the cold sores on your lip and the bumps on your cock. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's all about. The crabs on the coyoles, the huevos. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough, but we had the most time in the shortest amount of time. You know what I'm saying? If you will, for the public out there listening to the Code Jones and my boy Kevin out there in the podcast world, if you will.
Oh yeah.
I always got to bust out a little my Dusty Rhodes impressions out there because I love the American dream. Because without the American dream, we wouldn't be here today, if you will.
You got to, man. You got to.
The Batman.
So, it was fun, man. ROH, great time. Got to see all those guys. My favorite wrestler has to be from Ring of Honor. It has to be Dalton Castle. I want somebody to book it. Kaka Meng and Dalton Castle versus any shamo out there in the indie wrestling world. You know what I'm saying? Book that match, baby. Make it happen. Hey, book it right now, brothers.
Dalton Castle has got that character over, and he knows how to work the crowds. I mean, that dude is legit for sure.
He is lightning in a bottle. You know what's funny though? You Dalton Castle's, I don't know. Can I say it on the air? Artard cousin, or brother? I don't know. You could. You look like you could be his little brother. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate everything, but the thickening the mustache thing, man. This is as thick as it gets.
Hey, I gotta say, man, I've been listening to some of your podcasts as of late, not on Thursdays because I'm usually busy, but I have been checking them out, and I gotta say, man, the guys you have brought on as of late, man, you gotta. It's like pulling teeth trying to ask them a million questions. I lost interest. I fell asleep. I got to be honest. I fell asleep on the toilet, too. So my legs went numb. Got it on me. Say names, but, let's just say I've wrestled some of these cats, and I don't know. It felt like there was something missing. Me. You know what I mean? I was like, man, you need to replace this Joe Schmo and put the Meng on, and he'll give you one hell of a ride, baby. Woo! All night through Hitsville, through State Mountain. Yeah.
Well, see, man, you are I believe you have surpassed all guests on the show now with this show.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
all through the archive. So you know I had to get you back on. I got all the people you beat on, so now I had to get you back on.
You got to get the Meng back on, baby.
Oh, yeah.
The people love me, baby. Come on, baby. Telling me, baby.
You're like our go-to guy. You're our go-to guy when we can't find anybody better, which is hard to find anybody better.
You can't find nobody better than the Meng, man.
That's right. I'm the stunt cock. I'm the stunt cock, baby. I'm the guy that comes in if you're too scared. If you can't bust that nut, I'll be like, hey, stunt cock, get in here, finish the J.O. business. You know what I mean? He's always ready for a thrill.
Love it.
He's always ready for a thrill and a thrill. Yeah. He's always ready. Yeah. He's always ready at willing. Yeah. He's always keeping it rocked hard. Yeah. He's always ready to unload. Yeah.
Bringing that energy.
Well, see, to cross, I always wear the Macho Man shirt when I go out to wrestling shows. Nine times. I always bring my Kaka Meng head sign, man. I always bring that. I got the sign. I be waving the sign. I'm going crazy.
You bring the Kaka, all right. It's up your colon.
I release that before I go.
Oh no, you should hold on to it. I channel off it. I feed off it for the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Then I throw it at my opponent.
So we was talking before we called you. You know, we opened up the show a few minutes before we called you and everything. We started talking about how excited we were to see Shane O'Mac back.
I am happy Shane O'Mac is back.
You been up to date on Raw and all that stuff?
I love Shane O'Mac. I've always thought he was a hell of a talent. He's just great. I think he's just great. I mean, yeah, you know, he's the son of the billionaire tycoon Vince McMahon, but who cares? The kid can go. I'd book him. You know, I book Shane against, you know, Kaka Meng any day. We draw the house.
Yeah.
I might put him
and you know, it takes some good bumps for you.
You know?
Exactly. He takes the best bumps. You know, so I don't know. I'm still up in the air about the whole WrestleMania card. I'm looking at it and I'm going, I don't know. I'm not too hot. You know, I'm not feeling it this year. I'm you know, for those that don't know, I was backstage at WrestleMania last year. I was partying it up, you know, the chain with all the people. Everybody and their mamas was backstage. I got to see Sting. I got to change in Sting's dressing room for a hot cup of coffee before we got told, hey, you got to move. But, you know, I don't know. If I was looking at it and me being there now for this show, I don't know. There's something missing, you know. WrestleMania, there's some key players that are missing from it, you know. I hate to say it, but John Cena not being at WrestleMania for now, man, I don't know. Just it's not a WrestleMania. He's been on every WrestleMania since he's became the champ, you know, since he won the U.S. title.
Yep.
He's been on WrestleMania every one. He's a diamond in the rough. You need to have Cena, if you ask me. You need to have him on the card. Whoever he works, it'll be a great card. It'll just make the card that much better. Cena haters, you know, you guys could suck on that. But hey, that's just my opinion. What do I know, right? I'm just a jabron that puts on tights every, you know, couple weeks and you know, goes and throws the hot ladies and their friends and their friends and so on and so on. So I don't know, but you know, take her own card. So
I think you hit the nail on the head there, talking about how WrestleMania is shaping up. I think there's going to be a few surprises that go down with WrestleMania, and in surprises of match changes, and in surprises of people we haven't seen in a while. Not going to state names.
I hope so.
Except John Cena is one of them. I'll agree with you. John Cena needs to be there.
He better be. I think he will. I think he will. But they got to hype up a match. What are they going to do? Just freaking call it in the ring? Hey, Cena, you're going on tonight. It's like, no, he's got to come out. He's got to come back. Probably at that March to WrestleMania gimmick that they got going on.
But we've got a month. We've got a month from today. So next Monday is going to be a special Monday that'll reveal some stuff. But we'll also have some surprises.
Yeah, that's right. WrestleMania is on the 3rd, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's on the 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, Sunday, April 3rd. Can I just do a quick plug? Can I plug something very quick?
Man, plug all you want, man.
Mengs and womengs out there listening to the Raw Impact Unleashed, I have a happy announcement to make, and this is it. Sunday, April 3rd is not only the day of WrestleMania, but it is also Kaka Meng's birthday, bitches. So I hope y'all send me some Kaka Meng love out there on social media. It really is. Sunday, April 3rd. It's always, the WrestleMania usually always falls on my birthday. Last year it didn't, and I kind of told some people backstage, I was like, man, it should be my birthday right now. And everybody's like, what you talking about, Willis? But it's true. Usually WrestleMania always falls on the 3rd. And so, I'm just making that big announcement that not only is it WrestleMania Day, it's also Kaka Meng Day as well. So don't forget to have a couple drinks for the Meng.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, man. And pre-happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's what I really want. I want to have pre-happy birthday.
Happy birthday, too.
That's right.
Speaking of Mania and your birthday and all that, we usually have a Monday night show.
For WrestleMania, after WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Raw, that kind of night.
I'm down. I should have done it last year. I was at the San Jose. I was in San Jose for Raw. I was backstage for Raw that night too. It was crazy. That arena sounded like there was 100 million people in that shark tank last year. I remember like, holy crap, why isn't it like this all the time? Whenever the WWE comes to town. But for WrestleMania, because it was Monday Night Raw, the night after, surprises and surprises. There weren't really surprises though. Sting came out at the end and dropped Bo Dallas with his inverted DDT, and I was thinking right there, that's when The Undertaker would have come out, because he was, I won't say he was or wasn't backstage, but his presence was around. Right. Exactly. Well, it's known now that he's a trainer / advisor to all the guys in the locker room now. So he does have a full-time job back scenes with WWE now.
He should.
So I can get there. But yeah, man, that Monday we have a show. We'll do like a WrestleMania review and a Raw review. We'll hit you. Please, man, I'm totally down. You know, honestly, if for some reason I can't make it because it's so far in the future and I'd probably be pissed drunk and I'd probably just fucking, I don't know, in the puke of my own vomit. You know who would be a great one to have would be RVK. Just saying it out there. But I don't know if you're really into the RVK movement. He's a super mark, but he's not a bad one. We'll see if he's on the show again, he reclaims the most guests we've had on the show. So, really? Are you relinquish that title? That's right. You've had that blank sucker on your show numerous times, huh? Mm-hmm. That's funny. I mean, he would be an expert, but knowing him, who knows? God, that guy's another space cadet out there too. But yeah, man, I'm totally down. Let's do it. Well, I'll give you a review of my birthday. Tell you what kind of cake I had, what kind of pizza I probably scarfed down. Who knows, man? I mean, I'm trying really hard to go out to Dallas for that weekend anyway. So we'll see if my plans come to fruition. If it is, damn, that'd be great. If not, well, there's always next year. Hey, man, best of luck to you.
Big time.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some stuff that I'm trying to work on to get booked out there for that weekend. And, you know, it's a gamble, man, because there's so many. It's a competition, man. It's like so many fish in the sea. Everybody wants to be there that weekend. Everybody wants to work a show that weekend. It was just like the madness that happened last year in this area. I mean, there was shows practically every night of the week. You know. Yep. So.
Oh man, it was so crazy. I think I slept 4 hours in 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That was a hell of a weekend.
That's how I felt this past weekend in Vegas. I think I totally slept the 5 hours, and 2 of them were on the plane going and coming back. You know, got like 3 hours of sleep, and they were like, "Okay, get up."
Then you pick me up, and we go to the Hayward Arena.
That's right.
For California Lucha Libre.
That's right. I missed my flight. And then coming back home, I got upgraded to another flight on the house, and then picked your ass up, and we went to Arena Hayward. And what do you think of that? Let me ask you a question here, if I will. But I mean, overall, you've been to a few of our Arena Hayward shows. You know the story behind the story of the story, why Arena Hayward kind of came to be.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think of the product? I mean, it's not your normal, you don't see your everyday, you know, kind of, there's a variety of different people we have on our show, characters, you know, from all aspects. You got Lucha Libre, you know, being represented. You got American style Lucha Libre, and you got some Hood Slam, you know, guys on the show. I think you get like the best of all worlds. You know, so to speak.
And you actually do get the best of all worlds. I would say the show is a great show to go to. And since I went to an early show, and now I went to the most recent show, I can tell how the growth of it is. And it's grown, you know, 1,000 times better than the first show I went to in its early stages. So you can tell it's headed in the right direction. It's doing right, but it's also heading to bigger and better things. And I personally enjoy it. I mean, I know the story behind the story about how it happens, and I'm a neutral party in the situation. I'm a neutral party.
You're just a fan. You're a fan, you know, and I respect the fans.
Well, I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist too.
You're
but
a
I'm
broadcast journalist.
Broadcast journalist too. Yeah, I write sometimes too. So, but anyway, so I can be mean and you know, ask those hard hitting questions and get that dirt out there. But well, what's that saying? The best time is the present time. So if you want to,
I have nothing to hide. I feel like I got the raw end of the deal to be, no pun intended, raw impact on leash. But honestly, I feel like I did get the the short end of the stick, even though I carry the largest stick. But that's life, and sometimes you got to just roll with it. I had to. First and foremost, this is a subject about why I'm no longer on, big time shows, and I get asked that all the time. I get people asking, each other that all the time, and then I get people messaging me like, "What's up? What the hell? You're on vacation? Did you hurt yourself?" I'm like, "No." I tell them, it all kind of stemmed from Jason leaving, and it kind of started rolling from there. He told me the day he was leaving. He told me he was leaving, and I was like, "No, I don't believe you." He's been with Big Time since the very beginning. He is Big Time Wrestling. I don't care who comes and goes, or who's been there. Jason Styles is Big Time Wrestling, and he was Big Time Wrestling, and he was the guy that molded all those guys that you see, doing their thing, once a month. He's the guy that molded everybody, so I felt I felt like I got two options. I could stay loyal to the guy that's booking the shows and putting the money up for the shows and all that, or I go with the guy that made me be who I always wanted to be, He gave me the voice. He coached me. He verbally abused me. He beat me up when I was high and when I was low. He trained me mentally and physically how to be, how to become a general, in the ring, and how to have matches with people that aren't great and how to become great. He taught me everything. So it bothered me for a few months because I knew ultimately I have to make a decision. I can't be, playing both sides, although I kind of wanted to, just to keep things, neutral and stuff with the guys at the school and stuff like that. You know who they are. But, ultimately, I had to come to a decision, and, therefore that's why, I kind of showed it instead of kind of told people like, hey, I'm going to be training with Styles. I kind of showed it by taking a picture with Pam, Bailey, and, Solo and the rest of the crew, plus Styles. We took this big picture when they were here for the holidays. And, in my mind, I knew that, hey, this picture's going to be online and people are going to see it. And, basically just let them see it, and if they have anything against me, then, we'll see what kind of friends they really are, and, I kind of figured shit would go the way it would, but, I didn't think that I'd probably get the backlash from some of the boys, I feel like, it's like they didn't have to kind of react the way they reacted. It wasn't personal to them. It was just, I had to be loyal to Styles, and that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm doing my thing with Styles, and for a long time I was getting harassed, by, oh, how come you're working this guy's show? How come you're doing this guy's show? Oh, I hope you're getting paid. Blah, blah, blah. I hope it's worth it. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, leave me alone. I can wrestle for whoever the hell I want. I'm not under contract, with you or your disciples here at Big Time Wrestling. I'm just here to learn what I can learn, and use it on the stage, wherever I get booked. And that bothered some of the people up in the the rafters, up in the in the power suits and shit, the big wiggers. It bothered some of them. So hey, I ultimately knew that this was probably the best decision I could make. And I'm not only just training at Jason Styles' Arena Hayward School, Cali Lucha Libre, but I'm also training at Gold Rush Pro, during the week and stuff like that. And I love it because I get to work with some of my friends that I see on the weekends, and now we're working together. You got Thunder Rosa, you have Manny Mars, Johnny Dynamo, you got Dylan Drake, Matt Carlos. All these guys that I respect so much. I get to work out with them now, and it's cool. It's kind of a cool transition. It's like you quit one job and you find another job that may be better, maybe better pay, better hours. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've gotten that. There was a big void in Big Time when Jason left, and I feel personally, and this is a shoot, but you can't replace a guy who's got 23 years of experience with somebody who's got 5 years in the business, or maybe 10. In the business, you can't learn from people like that. I'm sorry, that's a shoot, and you'll learn everything you can from Jason. Jason's teaching guys all the time, that have been working for a long time too, and it's like, oh man, Jason Styles, he gets such great praise from guys that I've been on shows with, like, who trained you? People ask me, hey, who trained you? I'll tell them, Jason Styles, and they're like, oh shit, I love Styles. You know what I mean? It's like he gets such a great rap with his work in the ring that, I want to be a part of that. I want to be proud to say, yeah, I got trained by, Jason Styles. Okay, great. Shit, this kid must know what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I had to go. I had to be loyal to the man that made me who I am. So, to the guy that put the money up for the shows, he's, in my opinion, he's a nut job. He's a quack. And he wasn't going. He kind of stopped pushing me, also, to be honest, because of the fact that I would wrestle for other guys' promotions. He kind of stopped pushing me, even though I kind of I would help for the sale ticket, selling tickets and gimmicks or whatever. I helped him out, passing out flyers. I would do all that for him. I don't know if other guys did for him, but I know that I always went out on my way to make sure I could sell enough tickets and promote on social media. And I feel like I said in the beginning, I feel like I got the short end of the stick. I felt like, hey, their beef is their beef. It shouldn't be my beef. But they kind of, involved me because of the fact that, now you're double crossing. You're working for McDonald's when you should be working for Burger King. It's like, hey, man, I can work for anybody I want. I'll work for Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? I like Carl's Jr., motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I like In-N-Out. I work for whoever I want. So that's pretty much where I ended. That's pretty much how it ended, man. I love those guys at big time, but a lot of them, they kind of they unfriended me on Facebook. They stopped following me on social media. So I was like, oh, wow, it's just like that, Cool. I'll remember that when I used to drive you to a show in my van and stuff like that. I'll remember that. That's cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. I see how it is. So, I'll see these guys eventually in the locker room, maybe. But, whatever. It's whatever. It's done. It's done. They know where I'm at. And I know that they're jealous that they're not being trained by the best. I know it. They can't deny it. Because Jason Styles is always teaching people all the time. I mean, dude, the guy's the ring general, dude. The guy maybe, was a couple of pounds short, and just in the wrong, time. But I honestly believe the guy should have been signed, a long time ago to the WWF or WCW. He actually had a WCW contract written up right before they shut down, and it just kind of fell through, So the guy's been places, He's been places. He's not just some guy who's an extra. He's worked big names, He's worked a lot of big names, and I can't.
Yeah, he worked the Scottish Brothers on either what was it, Sunday Night Heat, I think it was.
That's right. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, him and RBK. The Highlanders. The Highlanders.
Oh. Yeah, the Highlanders.
Yeah, they were on Sunday Night Heat. He's gotten these opportunities, man. He's been on SmackDown. You know what I mean? He's done work. He's an established player. He created Bayley. I mean, he created. He gave her voice. It's like, come on, guys. Are you guys really that naive? It's like, come on. I don't know. Personally, if I was to do it all over again, I would do it the same way it went down. You know what I mean? So, hey, no hard feelings if they're listening, or I don't know if they are, or if they catch it. I'll promote this on social media, so I hope they do. But I'll let them know, hey, no hard feelings, man. I just had to go where I personally think the grass is a little bit greener and it's just a little bit more chill,
Sometimes you gotta do what's best.
I'm tired of hearing Kirk yelling at people in the locker room too. So I was over that. In the locker room, in big time wrestling locker room, it's a little chaotic. It's a lot of yelling and shit like that. And I'm like, there's no need for that, man. It's pro wrestling. We just got to go out there, do our job for the crowd, make a couple bucks, leave an impression on some kids, and fucking go home happy. So it's what it is. It's what it is.
Well, I've noticed a lot of you guys and BTW guys have been working East Bay Pro Wrestling here lately.
Yeah, and I would like to get a thank you for that, too. I kind of feel short end of the stick there again. I pretty much I was the first guy that got booked on East Bay Pro before it was East Bay Pro, and then I put in the word for my BTW friends to get booked on their shows. And, now they're getting booked on the shows, and I'm still waiting for a thanks. Hey, thanks, brother, for, putting a word for me. See, that's the kind of guy I am. People think, oh, he's some kind of prima donna thing. No, he's not. He looks out for people. He gets people booked. I get Scotty Ringer booked. I got him, a great deal at East Bay Pro. He's the top heel. I mean, if you ever see Scotty Ringer at an East Bay Pro show, oh my gosh, the crowd goes bonkers because they hate him so much. he's the most over guy as far as the heels go. And, of course, the most over face there is me. You know, whether they like it or not, it's me. You know, it's me. It's Kaka Meng. So, you know, deny. But, you know, when it's all written, you know, Kaka Meng's the guy that pretty much got everybody booked, you know, on East Bay Pro. So you're welcome, guys. I put in the word for Beatrice Domino. I put in the word for Chaos Inc. You know, I got Kyle, Victor Sterling on the shows. I got Samara. I got everybody booked on the shows, man. And that's just me doing what I think is best for business, is, you know, showing, you know, some good talent on a show, elevating it. You know, but like I said, hey, people forget, you know, the stuff that I've done for them. So, hey, it's what it is, guys.
Right on, right on.
Well,
you know,
this is kind of a
no hate.
This is kind of a off subject from indie wrestling. You know, Prince
Please,
just recently
ask me
Prince
the
just
off subject.
did a show recently out in the Oakland area, and they said that he may be doing another surprise show. Have you?
I heard he's got another one cooking.
Did you get a chance to check out the first show, or if not, are you going to be trying to hit up the second?
No, to be honest, no. The first show was on the night that we wrestled on Sunday, and I would have loved to have freaking gone. Dude, you have no idea. I love Prince, man. I mean, dude's got amazing work. He's got some killer album covers, and it's funny that you brought that up, because right before I was I got out of the gym to talk to you guys. I had Prince on my smartphone playing, and it's just so funny that you mentioned that. That's pretty cool. So
it's good music, man. I grew up on it.
Yeah. I was bumping off his Sign of the Times album, the song "You Got the Look."
Oh yeah,
and that's a great jam, dude. You know, it's like people heard me whistling too. Like when I'm on the treadmill, or I was on the elliptical earlier, but I was whistling that number, you know, because it's such an addicting beat, you know, and that's me. That's my musician, you know, ears coming into play. It's like I listen to the music. I love Prince's vocals. I love the way he delivers his range of motion with his vocals. But god damn, I love his music. You know, the actual music itself. It's untouchable. It's still to this day some of the best music that's ever been made. You know, you could put Prince on at any time of. You could have put him in the 50s. You could have put him in the 60s and the 70s. He would have drawn in any era. He would have been the king of rock and roll. Probably, in my opinion, he could have been probably bigger than Elvis. Just saying, if he was put in that time, he's just so crazy, you know. And it's funny too, because like, you know, I'm training a guy right now who's going to be debuting in the summertime, and you know, we were discussing music, you know, and what kind of character he wants to have. And I told him, kid, you know, with your look and what you're talking about, the gimmick that you want, dude, you know, I would seriously consider maybe getting a Prince, you know, entrance theme song, because nobody's doing it on the independents, not that I've heard here in California, and it would get him over. You know, the way he describes his character, it's like, dude, you're going to either be totally a super cool, cocky, arrogant heel, or you could be the ultimate face, just alone with coming out with some dope Prince music. And you know what I mean? So hopefully he listens to some of my advice, because I think he's got a bright future ahead of him. So.
Heck yeah. Well, say you mentioned the Sign of the Times. I actually wanted to make a comment that the title track off of that album, to me, is one of his most least appreciated songs. Like I don't think like people like it was a top song, but I don't like really think listening back on it even now, the lyrics of the song, the way the song was put together, it's an amazing song, and I still don't think he to this day gets enough credit as one of his top songs.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, totally. It's you know, that's just the way he is, man. You know, he is the man. You know, that whole album is awesome. You know, the title track is dope. You know, all of them are tight. You know, I mean, fuck, like I don't know. I wish I could see him. You know, I like Strange Relationship. I like the whole the whole album's dope, you know. But yeah, man, you know, Prince is the man. I would love to see him, you know. If I knew really ahead of time, like I know he's got another gig coming because I think he sold out and people wanted him back, so I think he's got another show. I don't know if it's at the Concord Pavilion though. Yeah. And I don't know if it's this coming weekend. I'm not sure if it's this weekend, but whatever. I know I can't be there because I got a show this Saturday night. I'm wrestling in Pacifica for Gold Rush Pro.
Oh.
So that's where I'll be.
Who are you wrestling this weekend?
Putting him in my. Well, to be honest, the card hasn't been fully announced as far as this match. So if you follow them on Facebook, on their live page at Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, their Facebook page, I'm sure in the next 48 hours our match will be posted. I think somebody had to drop out of the match. They're trying to scramble for another man, but I think it's a 6-way kind of wrestling match, and the way to win is the cool thing about Sparky Ballard and his product of Gold Rush is they're very themed. There's always a storyline. They're consistent with their storyline, and they draw, and so he's got this thing based on the Lucky. Let me look at the flyer, but the theme of the show is called Lucky's Pot of Gold, and I think almost in this match that I'm featured in, it's going to have 6 guys from NorCal. I think for sure Mr. Primetime is advertised as one of the opponents, which is like, holy crap, Mr. Primetime, like NPT is, such an awesome wrestler. I don't know if you're familiar with his work, but he's from Orville. He's from PCW, Pro Championship Wrestling out in I believe Chico, and they run shows in Orville and stuff, and he's been around for a long time. He's got his own school there, and he's a dope dude, He's in the match. But anyways, the whole gimmick of the match is there's going to be some pots of gold hanging above the ceiling, and there's going to be some on poles. There's going to be 2 on each end of the ring on poles, and there's going to be 1 in the center of the ring. So whoever gets, they're all mystery. Inside is kind of like a Money in the Bank contract.
Oh, heck yeah.
So whoever, so the winners, if I happen to grab one of them this weekend, I could potentially get a title shot against, maybe it's going to have 3 championship title shots in each of them. So there's the tag team, the Gold Rush Tag Team Championship contract is in one of them. The Gold Rush Heavyweight Championship is another, and then the Gold Rush Dynamite Division Championship is in another one. So if I happen to grab one and mystery, pull it out, holy crap, I could be looking at possibly facing, the God of War JR Kratos, for his heavyweight title. That would be an awesome match for me, because I've only been in a match with Kratos one time in a 3-on-3 match, and that guy hip tossed me from one end of the ring to the bathrooms, and I couldn't believe it. Like, the strength in that guy is unbelievable. The guy's a freak. Wow. He is definitely the God of War. And if he's listening, I put you over, brother, because he deserves it. He's a great dude. But also, I could be looking at a tag team, championship opportunity against the Suburban Commandos, and if anyone's familiar with those twins, they are a gruesome twosome, man. Those guys are hard-hitting, snuggy cuzzies, man, and I respect the hell out of them. So, hey, I wouldn't mind working them. But there's also the they're kind of like their X Division kind of championship, and it's called the Dynamite Championship, and that's a pretty looking sweet title that I think would look pretty nice around my waist. I'm just saying. But I have a great opportunity ahead of me this weekend, and that's to the testament of what Gold Rush puts out. I really have to say that they put out amazing quality shows. I mean, if you guys are free, I would love to get you guys there. Come down to the show, check it out. It's a different. If you feel like you're at Castle Grayskull's, He-Man's, fortress, man, because the entrance is the same looking as the Castle Grayskull. I mean, Sparky's got a wicked twist of sense of humor of how he likes his product to be featured on tape and through the through the lenses of the cameras, and he really likes to showcase the beauty of what also is appealing to a wrestling audience, which is just the environment, and the environment's pretty tight, and I'm happy to be part of the team now. So yeah, it's going to be dope. He's going to put on a great match, and God, I hope I don't hope, but I'm going to go HAM. I'm going to go hard as as a mofo, because I got my eyes on the prize, and I'm looking to get one of those pots of gold and open it up and have a championship opportunity. And I must add, this is my official debut match coming up this Saturday, March 5th at Oddstead Middle School for Gold Rush Pro. So I'm really excited to have a championship kind of opportunity match for my debut. If I can go over, holy crap, man, I'm going to be partying all weekend long, brother. So yeah, man, keep your ears and eyes peeled when you read on Facebook, that Kaka Meng's cashing in one of those big babies and possibly winning himself a nice little championship, if you will.
Hell yeah, definitely, man. Well,
yeah,
shit, man. We done got to look into the Kaka Meng again. Appreciate you being on the show, man, and we'll definitely be promoting.
I love you guys. Man.
Oh, man, feeling is beautiful.
Big time.
Anytime I can come on and hang out and chill and talk. Next time I want to do one in person. I want to do one of those web ones so people can see how beautiful I really is in person, if you know what I'm saying, if you will.
We'll have to get you on the web series for sure.
How about this? We come and do, you can come by the studio and do a Planet of the Cold episode, and we can throw in some of the music and all that good shit, and you can talk about behind the scenes of different shows and all that good shit.
Yeah, because this weekend, man, I got to put up the plug for the Mengs, the punk band from the Bay Area, the Mengs, MENGC. Check them out. They're going to be playing live at Mardi Gras Lounge in Redwood City, California, Saturday night, 9 p.m. So come out if you guys want to hear what the Mengs are all about. Really hardcore, fun, punk rock music that'll make you want to let your girlfriend sleep with the whole band, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
My fiance sleeps with nobody but me.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, man.
But yeah, man.
Tomorrow night I'll be rocking and rolling.
All right.
Get you an MP3, get you an iPad or a CD or tape, whatever the kids are using these days, and come on to the studio, man, and we'll introduce the Mengs to the world.
Please, that'd be awesome. Yes, love to show off what beauty I have been given by my mommy and daddy, baby.
Right on, man.
So, yeah.
I'll have my people contact your people, and we'll make it happen.
Please. Yes. We'll go. My people and your people will go out for some lunch at Buca de Beppo and have a good old gay time, and hopefully we can come to an agreement of how to book the Meng for your next show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I feel you, brother. I feel
waiting
you
for that money, motherfucker.
Hey, the envelope is in the mail. The envelope is in the mail.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks again, man, for being on the show. Love having you, man. Get back to that workout, man. Get back to that workout. Get your heart rate back up and get back on it.
I'm going back in. Yeah, I'm going back in because there's some hot tail in there. And you know, Kaka Meng's all about scoping out his possible Kaka maniacs out there, his Kaka roaches, his Kakettes out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, got to get back in there and get those gains, brother. Yeah.
Every time you take a rep, go woo,
woo. Every time I go into the gym, it's always a big woo. They know who's coming.
Right on, man.
All right, player.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Well, no problem, bro. We'll see you next time.
Later, brother.
All right, brother. So, always great to have the Meng Man on and those stories. Awesome. Definitely. Thank you again, Kaka Meng, for being such an amazing guest like you always are, brother. Hey, Kodo.
Yeah, man, and hopefully that will suffice the Saint with a Planet of Cold webisode with the Kaka Meng, if that all works out perfectly, which it does, because Kaka Meng is so cool and the energy so cool that it turns my bad luck into just regular luck.
Just regular luck.
It doesn't turn luck into good, just turns it into regular luck.
Okay, so since we're back to us again, right quick, let's go ahead and take this quick commercial break right quick. And then there was something I kind of wanted to talk to you about where we were talking about how good the WWE is booking. There was a moment on Monday Night Raw, because I really only watched the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes of Raw. I unfortunately had shit to do in the middle of it. But I'll tell you this much, that my issue stems from the fact that
I whacked off during the Divas match, so I mean, to each their own when they're watching this.
All right, on that note, we'll go to commercial then. You're listening to the Raw Impact Unleashed.
4Aces presents. We're on Spreaker.com these days.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Cole from Planet of Cole and the Raw Impact Unleashed for 4Aces Presents. Now, I'm going to do a little rundown for the weekly shows we got coming up. Monday, we got Now vs. Then from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. All of these are Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday, iRock Radio from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Also Tuesday, The Sidebar, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Wednesday, Hip Talk Radio from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Also on Wednesday, we got Now vs. Then West from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Getting a little late for y'all peeps on the East Coast. Now Thursday, we got the Raw Impact Unleashed with yours truly and Kevin Kendrick, Double K. That's from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So y'all check out our weekly shows and holla at your boy. Take it easy. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Cole from the Raw Impact Unleashed at Planet of Cole. Just throwing out there the lineup for the weekend for 4Aces Presents here on Spreaker.com. Fridays, we got Raporia Presents, or Raporia Presents, 2 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific. All these are Pacific Standard Times. Now versus Then Deuce from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. That is going to be a monthly show. We also have Revolving Door Fridays with K Double's classroom, or Double K's classroom. Also splitting it up with Planet of Cole. Those shows are from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday we got WTF from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And also on Saturday we have the Troll Gazer Gaming Project featuring James Brower from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And on Sunday, we cap off the week with West Coast Bias from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. And remember, all these are Pacific Standard Time. So check all these shows out and holla at your boy. Y'all take it easy.
So we should.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
All right, guys. Yeah, let's just say we off air talking some good stuff for y'all to look forward to in the future when it comes to Raw Impact and our presence on social media, etc. So y'all, we'll make the announcements later. Y'all just keep listening in and find out what they are when they come up. One good thing I will say is that within the next 3 to 5 weeks, we will have our own call-in number, so people will be able to call in and talk to us, and then Meng can drop in and call us whenever he feels like it, like he used to on BTR?
No motherfucking trolls. You hear me, bitches? Stay under your bridges. There is no cell phone service under bridges.
Yeah, but let's get it right. I actually had one of our fans I ran into at the mall the other day, a friend of mine, but he's also a fan of the show. He was like, man, what happened to the ability to be able to call in, man? Like what happened? I was like, man, yeah, we made the switch over to Spreaker, and that shit just don't happen there. But now I figured out a way for us to make it happen via Skype. So we're gonna go on ahead and have that feature within the next couple of weeks as soon as I can go on ahead and pay up on my account for the feature. But yes, we will have a call-in number. You will be able to get to us by something more than just chat and call in. And like he said, no trolls. Trolls stay underneath your bridges. But the rest of y'all true wrestling fans who just got something to say, go ahead and give us a call. We like to give you guys a voice. That's kind of what the Raw Impact Unleashed is about a little bit, is giving y'all a voice. So yeah, that was the one big announcement I can make. But anyway, so what I was going to bring up about Raw with the first 20 minutes and last 20 minutes is that for this Raw was kind of predictable. And not only in the sense of the fact of the exchange between Triple H and Dean Ambrose was amazing. It was awesome. Dean Ambrose comes out just talking shit, telling him Roman Reigns is going to come get him. Awesome. But I saw it as soon as Triple H said, you'll have your answer by the end of the night. I'm like, all right, he's going to book him in the main event match. He's going to come out in the middle of the match. He's going to jump him. And then he's going to pedigree him and either say no. He's either going to say no and walk away, and Dean's going to say something that makes him say yes, or he's going to come out and just pedigree him and say yes. And what ends up happening at the end, Triple H comes out in the middle of the match. League of Nations beats up Dean Ambrose. Triple H pedigrees him, walks away. Dean Ambrose says something to get Triple H to agree to the match. I know that, especially for us, for people like us who've watched wrestling for as long as we have, it's kind of hard for them to do anything new as far as we're concerned. You know, because we've pretty much, I can't say seen it all, but there's very little that they can do that we haven't seen 5-10 times over.
Yeah, but you gotta take into their mentality that people forget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like okay, let's say we're in that 10 percentile that don't forget shit.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when it comes to angles. Maybe we won't remember the name of the dude that was in that angle, but we remember the angle for sure.
Yeah.
Or we see an angle and it reminds me of an angle that, you know, fucking Kurt Angle and The Rock did way back in the day. But anyway, they had a mentality of people have short attention spans these days, especially the millennials, that are, you know, always on the phone, doing this, doing that, you know, so it's in one ear, out the other, or in the eye to the brain, and then fucking out to the cosmos in this sense. So I don't critique it too much like that because it's interesting to me. It's entertaining to me. I mean, if you look at it, you know, the Young and the Restless and all the other soap operas wouldn't have lasted 27 years, you know, like they did if people didn't forget shit that happened, you know, 2, 3, 4 years ago, that now they're doing it again, and then you can repeat yourself constantly and keep the product fresh with new characters.
Well, a prime example of exactly what you're talking about is, guess what, guys? You just watched the same pretty much growth with Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. And I don't mean it's their growth as characters or their growth as wrestlers in ring. I mean the way WWE got you to love them. You know, Daniel Bryan was already a lovable character, and they just made you love him even more.
Well, in essence, same storyline, but they did way more things to Daniel Bryan than they did to Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
You know, they screwed him out way worse than how they did with Roman Reigns, even though it was the same type of storyline and all that. But yeah, exactly. Boom, that just happened.
Yep. And like you'll see in my vlog on the Raw Impact Unleashed vlog about Daniel Bryan's retirement, the man won the title 3 times, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He's actually listed as a 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, because he won the title 3 times in less than a year. He won it once and was stripped of it. He won it again, and I forgot what happened the second time. Was he stripped of it again? And then the third time he finally won it and kept it, but ended up having to give it up due to injury.
Right.
You know, and that all happened within a 12-month period of time. And really from the first to the third was only about 9 months.
But when you compare, I mean, they kind of sped the process of that though, with Roman Reigns on Daniel Bryan's storyline. Like Daniel Bryan's was stretched out forever.
Yeah.
And you can make a point Roman Reigns was stretched out forever because he got screwed at WrestleMania, and that's where it begins.
Yeah.
And then keep screwing him out and all this bullshit all the way through. But it was sporadic. It wasn't like every week that they really done that. Or for my recollection.
Yeah.
Recollection. Oh, what the fuck? I can't say that word. Recollection. I'm so fucking high right now, guys. I smoke some of this ganja. Oh my god. But anyway, now recently, in the past like 3 months, 4 months, that's when they really, turned the tables on Roman Reigns. But at least they gave him a championship run in the meantime on that, and he didn't get injured and, have all that, crap happen where he had to give up the belts and all that. So I mean, you're right. Don't get me wrong. I just felt that Daniel Bryan's build-up was so much better than how they did Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I was really doing more of a generalization because I actually thought they had a tougher time. It was a lot easier for them to get Daniel Bryan over than it was for them to get Roman Reigns over. Like, Daniel Bryan's was a likable character. People loved him before they really began to push him. Like if you really want to say what was the prime difference between Roman Reigns' push and Daniel Bryan's push in regards to overall, Roman Reigns' push has come from the inside out. The universe has not wanted it, but the WWE brass has decided we're going to get it, regardless. With Daniel Bryan, the universe wanted it, but it didn't seem like the brass did. You know what I'm saying? So that to me is what made a significant difference between the two is that to an extent they you hear a lot of people on the IWC say that Roman Reigns, like John Cena, is being shoved down your throat, and to an extent you're right, he is being shoved down our throat. But I think sometimes it's I hate to say it like this, it's like your parents making you eat your vegetables. Sometimes it's a good thing to have certain things shoved down your throat, because sometimes you just don't know what's good for you. Roman Reigns is not that bad of a character. Like we've discussed it on the show multiple times. He's grown a lot from his early pushes a few years ago. So it's just one of those type of things where eventually people will come around. It's kind of like Cena. Eventually people came around to see Cena for the talent that he is, and though they still hate him, they love to hate him. And I think a similar thing will happen with Roman Reigns. People will get to a point where they're sick and tired of hating him, and grow to love to hate him.
Yeah. And it's a very interesting dynamic now with Dean Ambrose challenging Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at
Road Block.
What was it? Road Block?
Road Block. Who the fuck told WWE they could add a pay-per-view?
Well, it's only a network pay-per-view. It's only a network special event. So it's technically not a pay-per-view.
True.
But yeah, that throws in a dynamic. And Dean Ambrose had a crazy promo tonight on SmackDown, which was awesome. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all go check it out, man. It had the crowd like going, and he had a hell of a main event match with Kevin Owens. He's definitely proven he's the Iron Man of WWE. Like they started that, you know, about a month and a half ago or whatever. When the whole Brock Lesnar triple threat match, you know, began. But anyway, Dean Ambrose is definitely shined brighter than any other Shield personnel, I should say. And it would be very interesting if Triple H, I don't think it would happen, but if Triple H dropped the belt to Dean Ambrose,
to give us Ambrose a ring.
Well, he already has a match with Brock.
Yeah.
Then he mentioned in his little promo that maybe Triple H does his rematch clause at WrestleMania 2. Or maybe all four of them just drop the cage down and go at it. You know, so he can't twist the Hell in the Cell down for a fatal four-way. But that's what the crowd really popped, and I doubt that's going to happen because we want it so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, there's many scenarios, and there's a lot of changes that are going to be happening, and things like I said earlier with Kaka Meng on that. WrestleMania is not set in stone yet. Yeah. The only thing that's set in stone right now is the icon Sting is going into the Hall of Fame. The Godfather, my homeboy, that we smoked some blunts, we smoked some fatties, and had the bitches all around. The whole train was out and about. And finally, the Freebirds are going into the Hall of Fame, which I think the Freebirds should be in the Hall of Fame, and then I think Michael Hayes should also go in the Hall of Fame on his own merit. As in, you know, Ric Flair is the two-time Hall of Famer. Michael P. Hayes should also get that honor, but we'll see what happens.
For sure. And well, okay. So I know that there's one more match so far that they've confirmed for Road Block, and that is, so I guess despite us getting Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, we're going to get Bray Wyatt and Brock Lesnar at Road Block.
Yes.
So that looks like a match that I'm interested in seeing, because that was actually the match I wanted to see at WrestleMania, but I got an even better match with Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar. It's like, which one do I choose? Like, both are so awesome. So I guess we'll end up getting both within a month's period of time.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me if the family got involved and possibly Brock Lesnar takes him on. I believe Brock Lesnar is going to win over Bray Wyatt, even though Bray Wyatt needs a win. He needs a win streak. He consistently needs the win, and I really want him to end up taking out Brock. And the only way he could take out Brock is if there's interference and the refs don't see it and all that stuff. So there's many possibilities that happen in this match, which is awesome. When you look at a match and you're like, oh man, there's only three outcomes. This guy wins, that guy wins, or, you know, a disqualification, you know, hence many things, you know, foreign object count out, you know, what have interference, what have you.
Yeah.
Those are three categories that can happen. But with this, it's like, oh shit, you got the interference thing, so the interference can't get this the non-disqualification interference. Brock Lesnar destroying all these guys, just all kinds of things. So I'm definitely wanting to see this match.
And I'm assuming that and this is just this is just an assumption, because we may very well see this match take place. I know it's taking place on Monday, but something tells me that this match will be postponed to either Roadblock, or not postponed, but something will happen that'll cause the match to actually take place at either Roadblock or WrestleMania. But the why was it AJ or why?
It's Y2 AJ.
Yeah, Y2 AJ is getting their tag team title shot. Like I said, the match is supposed to take place this upcoming Monday on Raw. I think something will happen that'll postpone it till either Roadblock or possibly all the way till WrestleMania. Or they'll somehow end up getting another title shot between now and WrestleMania if they lose on Monday.
We'll see. I think we're getting the program. Yeah. We started out with the program. This past week when Jericho, Y2 AJ ended up beating them and saying, hey, we're at the top of the line for the titles. I think they're going to win the titles. But then again, that's the beginning of the program where they go into WrestleMania as champs. But that's the title match that we get at WrestleMania is the New Day versus them. Yeah. And they're going to do their cunning ways of, because they're heels, of course, they're going to end up getting the win Shady style from Y2HJ and get the belts back. So like you said, it's not going to be the first or the last time we see this match.
Yeah. And I'm actually, I'll say it like this. I haven't seen a program work that smooth as far as debut to tag team in a long time. Like AJ Styles and Y2J worked that program. It really worked to see them respect each other as they fought fiercely to best and one up each other, being the effectively considered the best in the world at what they do. It reminded me a little bit, using that phrase of the CM Punk Y2J feud from a few years back. The only difference is at the end of that feud, Y2J and CM Punk didn't become tag team partners. I definitely enjoyed it. Like AJ Styles, I just saw the title of an article was AJ Styles is one superstar that can get himself over in the WWE. And I believe so. They don't really need to work. All they need to do is just make sure to book him in good matches. And AJ can do the rest.
Yeah, exactly. If you notice, we finally got a Styles clash.
Yep.
On Jericho, but he kicked out.
Yeah. I did notice that.
So we technically haven't got a Styles clash for the win yet.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking for that.
Man, that was beautiful to see. And you know what? I can say this. That is one of those moves that just looks like it hurts. It's kind of like the punt to the dome. Like, I'm pretty sure, Randy really kicked you, but, Randy wasn't really trying to, end your life, which is effectively what you're trying to do if you kick somebody in the head. He wasn't, actually trying to end their life. But, it was a move that just made you cringe when you watched it happen. The Styles Clash doesn't make me cringe in a bad way. It makes me, jitter in a good way, because that move's just, ooh. There's so many people I would love to just give a Styles Clash to. Let me just, drop you on your damn face.
I look at it like this in a level. There's the Styles Clash, which you're not really picked up and sweat, crazily. Then you got the Cesaro Slam, where he picks you up, and does the face plant. But then you got Ron Simmons, Farouk's Dominator. Now, when he does the Dominator, your ass is going to the hospital. Like you know, that's the level of finishing moves there. That all face plant finishing moves.
Yeah, and man, that was, I'll tell you.
But that's the thing. I think the Styles Clash is going to end up being one of those signature moves, and not only since he's got his his calf crusher, but I think they're going to give him a bigger and better finishing move.
Okay, could be something he's working on kind of behind the scenes right now.
Right. Because I think the Styles Clash is just too soft almost.
Yeah.
Especially when the only time you've hit it in WWE, somebody is kicked out of it.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to develop a finishing move where he can do the Styles Clash and every once in a while get a pin out of it, but for the majority of the time he doesn't get a pin, so he has to rely on that that over the top type move that they'll end up developing for him.
For sure.
Or he does the Styles Clash, they kick out, and when they kick out, they roll over, and he puts them in the ankle crusher, and that be the finishing move, even though he still has the clash.
I think that's something similar.
It's just a thought, man.
I was gonna say, well, actually, I think that sequence is something similar to how he finished Y2J at the pay-per-view, because he hit the Styles Clash, Y2J kicked out, and then he just quickly rolled him up into the calf crusher, and then Y2J tapped out. Like I think that there was a back-to-back sequence there with it.
Well, maybe that's why my brain went into that type of sequence. I was like, I can see AJ Styles doing that, because anytime you kick out of the thing, he rolls you over. He takes his legs, and rolls you over for the pin. And then when you kick out, you have to roll off of him, which you're on your belly, and he's sitting there, on his ass. And all he's got to do is grab you up, and it's over for you.
Yeah.
So I guess since it happened already, that's why it was in my brain.
Well, could be. Let's just say this though: the WWE, you're doing good with the surprises heading into WrestleMania. Oh, another thing I was going to bring up, but we were so busy talking to Meng and having a great time with that I saw on Facebook a while back was a thing that said that Shane McMahon has actually not signed any type of contract with WWE, that he's effectively being paid as a talent to come in for WrestleMania. And this like he holds no executive role. He hasn't been hired back in any type of executive role or front office role, and that he is coming back purely as a talent. I'm like,
that's cool.
I wonder how much of that's true.
He didn't sell all of his stock.
Yeah.
He kept some of his stuff. But that's awesome that he signed a talent deal. Just for the fact that he's gonna stick around for a while.
Yeah.
So hopefully something at WrestleMania happens, and Shane McMahon ends up, taking over Raw, which I think would be fucking awesome. Yeah. And I think the IWC, ain't it the IWC?
Yeah, Internet Wrestling Community.
Agrees with me. Well, see, IWC is also a wrestling organization too.
Oh.
So it's kind of confusing there.
I bet.
But yeah, everybody agrees that since he signed the talent contract, that he'll be around for a while. Something is going to happen at WrestleMania, and he's going to end up taking over Raw, and ratings are going to skyrocket. They're getting a lot edgier. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Oh, man, it's going to blow our minds, I tell you. Oh, man, good things happening. Well, man, are you ready to go home?
Yeah, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go home.
You ready to go home? Quick shout out.
I'm on a win streak.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit you with the Styles Clash.
All right.
And actually pin your ass.
All right. I get to see the world from an upside down point of view.
Yeah, you ready? Here we go. Remember, it's a face bump. Don't tuck your chin.
Oh. Nope.
Boom.
Boom. Oh.
I'm rolling you over. I'm rolling you over.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding.
Y'all
rolling.
Oh, man. Guys, be sure to listen in tomorrow night as well. We got Double K's Classroom. I give you kind of some of my thoughts on the political elections that are going on or the political contests that are going on right now, debates, etc. And then I'll also give you my thoughts on, NCAA March Madness in the upcoming UFC pay-per-view. By the way, Cole, who you got tomorrow? Or who you got on Saturday? McGregor or Diaz?
Oh my God, man! I got McGregor only because he did Jose Aldo the same fucking move from one of my favorite movies called Snatch, when Brad Pitt steps out of the way of the punch and knocks dude out with the one hit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's real life Snatch right there. So anyway, I got him. But I seen the press conference, and that shit was off the hook.
Yeah.
They're both shit talkers. They both know how to fight. I mean, it's on. It's a great fight. I'm 60-40 for McGregor.
Right.
It should be more for McGregor, but 60-40 only because I know Nate Diaz don't take shit from nobody.
Yeah, he's gonna put up a hell of a fight. You know, only fight that's pretty much a lock to me is the Holly Holm fight, because there's not really anybody that can challenge her outside of Ronda Rousey in the division, and well, we saw what she did to Ronda Rousey. So.
And man, I'm gonna put it out there. I think Ronda Rousey's beautiful. Holly Holmes is an awesome champ, but I got a crush on Miesha Tate.
Yeah.
She's just bad, man. She's just bad. She bad to the bone. Yo, Miesha Tate, if you listen, holler at your boy.
There you go.
Holler at me on Facebook, Twitter, at Jordan Cole Jones. Follow me back, girl.
There you go, guys. Till next week. We'll give you an update on whether or not Miesha Tate got in touch with Cole. Oh, guys, another great episode in the books, fellas. Raw Impact, we out.
Yep.